There are some people who just never seem to age. I'm thinking about Helen Mirren, Will Smith, but actually there are hundreds and thousands of people who are defying aging, slowing down aging, because they know the secrets. And so do I. Keep watching. I'm going to show you how you can slow down and defy aging, and it's not expensive. So you may be surprised to know that we have 3 ages. We first of all have a chronological age. That's kind of your birth certificate age, and it is the most meaningless age of all. You can just stop even thinking about that. And then you have a biological age, and that is actually the age of your organs. So if you were 40 and you ran a lot, your lungs and heart might be 25, but your knees could be 50. If you run in the sun, the skin here might even be 55. Because our organs age on their own timetable, and that's factored by many things I'm going to talk about in just a minute. And then you have a psychological age, and that is the age you feel. And that is the age you really want to pay attention to, because the age you feel affects your biological age, and we've already discovered that your chronological age is really unimportant. If you didn't know how old you were, how old would you decide to be? And you see, not only that, but there are 3 important factors of aging. And many of us get very consumed with what I look like. I want to look younger. But if you look younger and you have an old mind and an old body, doesn't really make any difference. I find the most important thing about aging is having a young mind and a young body, being fit, being active, being able to move around. Because if you look young but you feel old and you act old, it's not that effective. And so if you want to slow down aging, defy aging, even start to reverse aging, which you can absolutely do, the first thing you need to do is look at things that slow down the aging of your mind. There is something called neurobics, and neurobics slows down how your mind ages, and you can have a young, active mind at any time. In fact, many university professors in their 80s and 90s have the same neurons as someone in their 30s, because they're using their mind all the time. And I can show you many ways to have a young mind, to be active, fit, sharp as a tack, have a great memory at any age. And then there's the age of your body. And you want to have a young, fit, active body, able to walk and move and dance and get up without going, oh, everything hurts. You want to have a fit, young body. Look at Mick Jagger, still dancing on stage in his 70s. Look at that song, I've Got the Moves Like Jagger. They were singing about a man in his 70s who had really young moves. And so if you can have a young body and a young mind, that's an amazing thing, because we don't really fear getting older. We fear getting old. There's nothing wrong with getting older. It's better than the alternative. But getting older is different to getting old. You can be wise, you can be smart, and you can be active. After all, we went to Japan and saw people doing Tai Chi every day, people in their 80s. When I was in Greece, when I was in the blue zone in Sardinia, when I've been in parts of India, I've seen people who are incredibly youthful, and they all leave clues. And I've studied exactly what can make you and keep you younger. But then the age you look, of course we like to look younger, to have shiny eyes, white teeth, shiny hair, good skin. But the age you think you are will absolutely influence, direct, and shape the age you look. So don't worry too much about the age you look. Focus on the age you feel. You see, when you're hearing the song that you dated your first love to, when you're doing something silly that makes you giggle like a child, when you're playing with young children, watching a silly movie and you start to laugh, that young activity actually sends a message to your mind that says you're young, you're carefree. It's why you should have sex right up until your 80s. It's why you should do silly, boyish, girlish things, because they send a message to your cells. Your body is always listening. Your body keeps score. You are what you think. You are what you feel. You are what you believe. And I promise you, you can look 15 years younger, but you can also have organs, internal organs that are 15 years younger. Your heart, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, your nails, your teeth can all be younger. And your thoughts never age. Your thoughts are ageless. So if you want to know how to slow down aging, how to defy aging, how to actually reverse it, and it is really possible. There are many studies, some by Ellen Langer, some done by the BBC, that proved a certain thing that we can do that will make our body reverse its age by 7 to 10 years in a week. If you want to know how to do this, how to change your beliefs, how to change your expectations, because I believe that aging is an expectation we turn into. And if you go to a country where older people are celebrated, like Japan, you see they age very differently to a country where we kind of put old people in a home or they sit in the chair with a remote control. So we already know that this is real. If you want to know how you can become physically, mentally younger, how you can have a younger body, a younger mind, look younger, feel younger, actually be younger, click the link below to purchase my book, You Can Be Younger. This is a book that is full of real, proven, workable techniques that keep you young, young at heart, young in mind, young in body. Not only that, it has 3 different audios in it, each using specific techniques in the book to give you a young mind, a young body, and to allow you to look and feel younger for the rest of your life, and probably add many years to your life too, because when you don't fear aging and when you can do things that make you feel younger, you can extend your life expectancy too. So click the link below. It's one of the most cost-effective ways of slowing down, defying aging. I think you'll love it. I hope you do. And certainly let me know how you find it and how it finds you. If you enjoyed that video, check out the next one right here. You can also click the link below right here for your free gift. We've kind of forgotten how to hold ourselves. So I'm going to show you how to have the body language of someone who appears to be incredibly confident